Hi again, and welcome to the second session of our playtesting and introduction to Boardquest Tales of Liria. Yesterday we looked at the human gameplay, and today we're going to look at playing as an orc, and I'm playing the orc hero Bilar Crosschain. So Boardquest is an upcoming turn-based strategy board and video game inspired by the likes of Final Fantasy Tactics and Fire Emblem and Heroes of Might and Magic and so forth. And yeah, the twist is that we've got a board game coming as well. So everything you play in the video game will be playable in the board game as well. Also, the campaign later on. So let's get this new game started playing as Bilar. And you can see we implemented a new menu screen yesterday. So we're putting in changes every day. So it's a constant progress. So what you see today in this play session is not what the final game will look like, but it should give you an idea how it's going to play. Okay, so let's start this test game. So this time I configured it to be playing as Bilar Crosschain, the Orc hero, and it plays a little bit different than Gregor, the human hero. So every hero and every faction plays differently. So you can see we started again on a tile of on a map of hexagonal tiles. There's monsters throughout. In this map, we actually have a healthy amount of common monsters, so we don't have to engage with an ice turtle early on. But yeah, let's get started. So I have Bilar selected. It's my first turn, so it's my turn, and I think I can attack this lizard warrior. Let's just do that. Okay, I'm gonna roll against his defense. And I'm gonna strike him with thunder as well. So, bam. Basically takes more damage. So he's halfway down. That was my turn. Quite happy with it. And now it's the computer player's turn. So let's see what the monsters do. So he missed, needed an 8 and rolled a 5. It's good for me because he's confusing his opponents when he hits. That means I couldn't attack him next turn in case he did hit me. So I'm quite happy he didn't. So let's do one thing here. We have 22 gold. Let's move away and recruit an orc warrior and hit him from here. So this gives us some kind of, heads up for next turn when we can engage with 2. And here's the computer casting a charge skill on Gregor. And yeah, passing the longbow to the healer. I think he's going to go for the easier common monsters. He's not going to go for the mountain troll because it's an uncommon monster. You should not engage with them until you're level 2, I recommend, but unless you know exactly what you're doing. So I got my Thunder Grasp again. I can hold 3 skill cards at once and draw them from the deck that I have. So let's see. I'm just going to finish this guy, and how fittingly I get a Thunderbow from him. I'm just going to equip that. That's a pretty powerful item because it stuns your enemies. I'm level 2 now. And yeah, let's see what we're going to do next. There is a skeleton hiding in the forest. I think that guy's next. So let's move our army. I can upgrade this guy and I can move further then. And now I'm going to let the computer play again. Yeah, as I thought, he's approaching. Oh, that's interesting. He's approaching the 2 monsters at once. Let's see how that works out for him. Okay, he did just get hit by the lizard warrior, and he did get hit, I guess, twice. The mountain troll hits you twice, so that's his special skill. Okay, here on the other side, I got hit by the skeleton knight. Let's fight back. Let's see what I can do here. I have a healing ceremony. I don't think I quite need that yet. So I'm just going to move my guys closer to the forts here in order to be able to recruit further down the road. You might have noticed, okay, he's going to heal up Oh, he's gonna upgrade, heal up. That makes sense. He's gonna run for help. Good, that makes sense. So what you might have noticed is that there is some kind of movement restrictions in the game. So when I select my units, I can see where exactly I can move. And there are some restrictions. So you see that I could potentially walk 2 steps here onto my spawn tile, but only 1 step here. So the rule is if you walk onto a tile that's not a plane, your movement stops. So these are planes, spawn tiles, kind of forts they count as planes. And otherwise, if you walk into a forest, into a mountain, into water, you stop, basically. So this is to basically prevent you to traverse the map too easily, and it makes combat and positioning more strategic, in my opinion. So here you go. I actually made quite a good amount of damage with my Thunderbow here. So I killed that skeleton knight, I defeated him, and I can now heal up a bit. I have this skill called Healing Ceremony, and it's quite useful in this situation. I'm going to pass the spear to my warrior, and he's going to go into this fort, because I should start claiming some forts. Capturing 5 forts will win you the game, or defeating the enemy hero will also win you the game. So he's kind of stuck in this healing healing and getting hit motion. So let's see how that plays out. The AI is still work in progress. It's just to demonstrate to you how this game is going to play, basically, eventually. Yeah, Boardquest is meant to be played against, human players mainly, and you can train and learn with the computer, but it's recommended that you play against other humans online or locally as well, or also via the board game, which has the exact same rules as the video game. Okay, let's see. I conquered this fort. I increased my income. I have quite a lot of gold, but I'm going to wait until next turn to recruit. So let's see what the computer is doing this turn. Okay, he's kind of stuck here. So I think this is going to be an easy game. This happens. But it's, anyways, this session is to demonstrate how Orcs work. So I'm not going to get into the details of the computer AI right now. So let's see. Another thing that Bilar has as an Orc chieftain is the soulbound skill. So let's do that. So this skill basically protects one of your units and bounds its soul to another unit, which means any damage received by Bilar, and you will see it when I get damage from the Hippogriff, will be transferred to this other unit. So the Orcs have 1 ranged unit, 1 mounted unit. I'm going to get the mounted unit. So I'm going to help out my opponent here, I think. Let's see if that can work. I'm going to sell this item and upgrade this guy. I'm going to attack the mountain troll, because every mounted unit can move and attack in the same turn. Oh, I missed. Great. That's one of the advantages of mounted units in Boardquest. So let's see what his strategy is. He's still stuck in this mode, but maybe now he gets out of this. Let's see. He might move and attack with charge. So here you go. Well done, Gregor. And now the monster's trying to fight back. And as you see, I did get hit, but the damage got absorbed. And and the mountain troll attacks me. So I'm kind of being nice to the computer. Okay, let's see what we can do here. I think I'm going to heal up, although as Orcs, all the Orcs have a passive ability called Blood Rage, which increases their attack and damage. So I don't want to necessarily heal them. Let's see, because I have the feeling I'm going to make some good damage here with the Blood Rage. And let me conquer this spawn tile as well, and then let's see what the computer does. He must thank me actually for unstucking him. And now he's healing up, and he's back on track. let's say. Upgraded his healer. Let's see if he equipped. Yeah, he equipped. He has quite good stats now. He's level 3. That's the maximum level for units. And he has equipped his longbow. I got a problem here now. Okay. Yeah. So it's kind of a mixed, um, attack. So I can show you also what happens, how the basically how the enemies choose, how the monsters choose who to attack. That's especially relevant in the board game. But you can see here the mountain troll has a rule: the highest movement unit. The unit with the highest movement gets attacked. And if that's not clear who that is, it will be basically randomized. And you can click on all the units in Boardquest and check out their card representation, basically. So this is a feature that will help you kind of understand some details of the balancing end of the game. And the final UX of the video game will also be more board game-ish, to basically reflect that Boardquest is a board and video game experience. All right, I think we should walk away for now. I'm going to upgrade my rider and I'm going to end my turn. Let's see what the computer does here. It's going to heal up, which makes sense. And he has just cast a spell that increases his damage. So finally, Computer Gregor is level 2. Well done. Proud of him. And he's still getting a beating every turn. Poor little warrior monk. Okay, you know what? I'm going to go for Gregor now. Going to attack him. And you can see I'm level 3, and each time I level up, I gain new skills added to my discard pile, which later becomes my deck. So this one, for example, is for the Horde. It increases all the base damage of the units around me. So these are more powerful skill cards that require more mana, but eventually pay off. So leveling really is an important part of the game. So let's see what our beloved opponent does here. Kind of, I feel like he's a mix of an opponent and a partner here. Oh, so it looks like he wants to attack me. He makes 5 damage. I should be careful. Gonna lose the game if I'm not careful. So Boardquest is pretty punishing if you make mistakes. It's important to think about positioning. It's important to think about the enemy's positions, and strategies and combos especially are an important part of the game. So let's see what we can do here. I think, yeah, I'm going to heal. I'm going to retreat with Bilar. It's almost dead here. And I'm going to walk towards Gregor and attack. And I'm going to walk towards Gregor with my Orc warrior as well. So let's see what he decides to do. Yeah, poor little warrior monk is still in this limbo. Gregor heals. Gregor casts Rage, increases his accuracy, and attacks my Orc rider. He also moves his archer close. So this is going to be interesting now. Let's see, he takes another beating. So let's see what I'm going to do here. I got another thunder grab, so I'm going to walk here. And yeah, I only make 1 damage because Gregor has this passive skill called Thick Skin. So this reduces the damage he receives by 1. Let's finish this game and beat Gregor. And I think you got a pretty good overview of how Orcs play in Boardquest Tales of Liria. If you want to know more and if you want to get a demo, please subscribe to our mailing list. Link to the website ramesware.com is in the description of this video. Thanks, and until next time when we're going to play Elves versus Orcs. And I'm going to show you how Elves play.